Oh my goodness, guys, today has been really hot and humid. So when you saw us on the Monday Club earlier on, wow, that was warm. It's one of those situations where we've got a little portable air conditioner unit, and it only just takes the edge off things, but it does work out quite well for stopping us from melting live on air. But it is one of the situations. Britain is humid. When it gets hot, it gets humid. And all those people who say, oh, Britain's not a warm place, I could cope. No, it hits different here. It's surprising. So, we're back anyway. I'm trying to get back on schedule with the daily vlogs, and hopefully this will work out. So, yeah, this is the end of Monday. You'll be seeing this on Tuesday morning, of course, because that's how these things work, or at least that's the plan anyway. So let's see what has been going on during the day, and this is a little bit of a catch-up because this is what I filmed earlier on. It's nice to be out and about again. You might notice this is a deserted street. That's because there's a lot of people around in Bolton today, which is great. Great to see a lot of people out and about enjoying the weather, but it means that you can't really talk to the camera without a lot of background noise. So I've come down one of the side streets in an area that's not quite as populated because, well, it's nice to be out and about and just chat to you guys. Especially nice to come out and about when you manage to find 9 of the first 10 fighting fantasy books all in one shop. Gonna have a bit of nostalgia fun on one of the Game Hammer live shows while we try playing one of these. That'll be fun. Right. And now we're back out into the area where there's a lot of noise. See what I mean? We've got the Monday Club live stream tonight, so I'm gonna head back and get prepped for that. We'll see how that goes. Let's go. Like I say, not much. I'm trying to get back into the routines, but basically I'm doing a lot of walking. I'm trying to get back in shape. Lockdown really did not help that. I was losing weight before lockdown started because I did get quite big. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, what can you do? So it all went back on. And now I have to get back out and about. So I've been doing a lot of walking. While I've been walking around, I've been filming some stuff. So here's what we filmed. The pandemic kind of stopped the building work here, but it's looking pretty good now that everything's gone and the site is being cleared. So, we might actually get some movement on what is actually supposed to be rather substantial reworking of part of Bolton Town Centre. For example, the town centre is literally just behind us. So, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, and I'm hoping that it's going to fit in with the old style building work that's still in the town centre. That would be great if it does that. Similar to how they did in Durham?
Yeah, that would be nice. High grade.
So we're hoping that happens, and if it does, it's going to look really nice. But also just the idea of what Jen and I were talking about before I started filming, of just making the old canal a little water feature, essentially, in the area. It can't link to a lot of other places because there's a lot of building work kind of gone over the top of where it used to be, but it'll be nice just to see a bit of a comeback. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Jen is a woman of few words and many grimaces while I'm talking.
Oh, you saw that, did you?
So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the situation. I'm here and I'm trying my best to get back in shape. There is something I need to show you though. Thanks to Sir Patrick Furlong sending that Nintendo Entertainment System NES over in his last donation, I've been able to get a copy of Popeye, one of the old classic arcade games that I really adore. I'm really happy to add it to the collection. So I'm really happy with that, but it's not the only thing because I managed to get a demo disc for the PlayStation and the Exploded Cheat System demo. This isn't the full thing. The full thing comes in a metal tin. This is the demo, which is harder to find. So I'm really happy to add both of those to this set. And here's the really cool stuff. Because I've been looking around in some charity shops recently for gaming-related stuff, because I always do. I managed to find the novel Resident Evil Caliban Cove. And apparently this is the first all-original novel based on the best-selling video game. That's what it says on the top. I don't know whether this is good or not. What I can tell you is this does not appear to have been read. So I'm really happy to add that to the set. I think it'll be a nice thing for the collection to have like video game based books. So I've got a few Assassin's Creed. I've got this one here. I think I've got a couple of others. Definitely got novellas because I've got the one from Driller that Patrick sent, and Elite the Dark Wheel, and a few others. So that'll be a fun thing. But that's not all either, because I couldn't believe it when I saw this today. Dum, da, da, da. Anyone know what these are? You should be able to see it from the side. Fighting Fantasy. A few years ago, fighting fantasy game books that were massive in the 80s. Seriously massive. You could not walk down the street without hearing some kids talking about fighting fantasy, especially if I was around, because I was talking about fighting fantasy. These were massive. They had the green spines back then, but these are 9 of the first 10 that were re-released. So we've got Citadel of Chaos, Stormslayer, City of Thieves. Well, I recognise some of those. Blood Bones, Death Trap Dungeon, which apparently is one of the greatest of the game sets ever made. So I'm looking forward to giving that a try. Eye of the Dragon, Creature of Havoc, The Warlock of Filetop Mountain, and House of Hell. Really looking forward to having a look at these. Now, I think I have actually mentioned... No, I meant it's been a long day. I think I did mention that in the walking about bit that I showed you earlier on in this video. But we're going to play some of these on some of the Game Hammer lives. So I doubt we're going to spend too long on it, because let's face it, we're probably not going to get very far. So I'll roll at the start of the session. I'll roll all the dice to set up, and we'll go with the Choose Your Own Adventure. We'll go through it all, and we'll see how far we get. And I think that'll be fun. So that's the plan, and we'll see. And I'll use the YouTube poll system that there is. So are we doing this? Are we doing that? Give you a minute or two to choose. Then we go for it and see what happens. So we'll all play together. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, but that wasn't all either, because there's one more thing. It's boxed almost perfect condition Wii U version of Disney Infinity 2. So we've got... what's her name? Merida, isn't it? Yes, Merida from Brave, and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch. That is Stitch, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the human wasn't called Stitch. So yeah, it's got the game plate for putting the characters on in it. It doesn't have the game. The game is missing, but I'm looking for that. Right, you know, we'll find a copy eventually, probably on eBay or something like that. So I'm really happy to pick that up. Adding a little bit extra to the Wii U set. The Wii U is set up in the office here. So as soon as I get a power supply for that, we'll have the Wii U stuff, because I've got everything else plugged in. The thing about the Wii U, you can plug in the sensor bar, the AV cable, and use all of the Wii's controllers on the Wii U. But you cannot use the Wii's power supply. It's got a different shaped connector. I think this is because Nintendo really, really didn't want you putting the Wii's power supply into the Wii U. It requires a different power. So I've got one on order. It hasn't arrived yet. But when it does, we're going to play some Wii U games. Because I've got somewhere around here, I've put it down in a pile. I need to tidy up a little bit. I've got a copy of Mario Kart 8. We've got some Marvel superhero thing that we've got as well. And the Animal Crossing version of Mario Party, which I don't know whether we'll play or not. We'll see how it goes. But we'll try stuff out, and I think that'll be a nice addition to the game room. So that's really all of it. I think I've caught up. We just spent the entire weekend working hard on an animation for Star Trek, for Question of Trek. The Star Trek animations look good, but I don't think there'll be another one next week, because I need a break. My arm's killing me. So we'll see how it goes. But I'll try and get one done, and we'll see what happens. But that's all I've got for you today. It's a bit of a hodgepodge, bit of a catch-up. I'll see you properly for a proper one tomorrow. Take care, have a great night, and I'll see you next time on the vlog. Bye-bye. I'm knackered, can you tell? I am exhausted. I'm going to bed. Bye. If you like the show, please consider supporting me on Patreon. It really does help create future videos. That's patreon.com/Zoe Kirk-Robinson. And I've got an extra special thanks going out to Chief89, Sam Yates, Retro Mickey82, Mo Henry, and George Botterini. Thank you so much, guys.